Please do not do that. Come on, I swear. Just hang in there 1 second. Please, God, give me the answer!
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. Mike, one of the senior developers at 11th Hour Games, held his normal Friday Q&A live stream on Twitch, which means I get to bring you Dev Chat 161 Part 2. Now, if you didn't see Part 1, I will link it at the end of this video and put it in the description. EHG took a couple of weeks off of streaming and they dropped so much information on us that I actually had to drop this week's Dev Chats into 2 parts, which I love it. I love that they are finally starting to release so much of this info. So we're going to jump into Part 2 right now around something that I desperately want to know: the change to sets coming, and hopefully sets coming to season 2. Listen to this.
I know you probably can't give any spoilers about sets, so I'll try and get non-spoilery ones. Will the set changes come in season 2, or will our existing sets be changed into the new thing, or will we need to reform them, and will there be new sets? What can I say here? Ooh, we got a bunch of stuff. Arrowweird! I saw you had the pre-show sub. Thank you very much there as well, and 5 gifted ones. Congrats to anyone who got one of those. Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's, okay, so the, how much can I answer to this question? Regardless of if the set changes do come to season 2 or not, you will not need to refarm new set items. And set items themselves aren't changing that much, but the system and the way you interact with them and the way they work in your gear is. Like if in the hypothetical set change universe.
The set changes are going to be awesome. EHG, please make sure they come season 2. Now, a question I get quite often when I'm playing Last Epoch is around MTX and new supporter packs. So this week I asked Mike directly, are we getting new supporter packs? Listen to this.
Oh yes, so okay, we are getting new supporter packs in season 2. We are also removing the old supporter packs. However, there is going to be a little bit of time where they all exist simultaneously, I believe. So it won't be like, it's not buy it now before it's gone. You'll still be able to see if you're like on the fence on if you want one of the current ones or you want to see what the next ones are like. You'll be able to see all of them and make your decision with all of them as options.
New supporter packs coming, and they already said that there's new MTX coming. So hopefully they're stepping their game up on the cosmetic side. Another question I get all the time, probably the main question, WASD movement. Obviously with the popularity of Path of Exile 2, this is something people want to see in Last Epoch. And it's my opinion they are going to add it. They're already testing it. Listen to this.
Plan for WASD. WASD is something that we are investigating. We've early test versions of it that we're working through to see what we can do. I love how I just went off for like a side quest that I didn't need to do at all because I'm way farther along than I thought.
That's okay, Mike.
Mike, what are you doing? Whoops.
Give him a sec.
Forgot where we were. It's okay. We're not very good, so it's fine. WASD, yeah, I think WASD is one of those things where we've realized that it is very popular. I think there's, you know, like with the addition of other games that have, like PoE2 has a fantastic WASD implementation that I think a lot of players have tried. Maybe they didn't even know they wanted it, and now after trying it, they're like, "Oh my god, I need it! I can't live without it." And that's definitely, you know, pushed us towards speeding up our implementation of it quite a lot. I think that took it from maybe we'll try to, can we do this? how do we do this? And so it's something that we're working on.
Did you hear the way he worded that? Speeded up our implementation of it. I am telling you, I feel certain this is coming. What about some idol crafting?
Will we be able to craft or reroll idle affixes in the future? Yes.
What?
Exactly what that looks like and when that happens, ask me again in a couple weeks, and I might have a more clear timeline answer for you. I think idols are a really there's room for a lot of fun stuff to do with idols, because it is a fairly basic system at the moment. You know, like it's 2 affixes per. There's no way to interact with those affixes. There's no tiers for those affixes. It's just you got your affixes. You know, that's what it is. Is it good? Is it bad? Equip it. Don't equip it. It's a very straightforward system right now, and there's nothing really wrong with that. But there's a lot of available like complexity budget that we can use to add a ton of depth with.
Yep.
And because that system is so light on the complexity front right now, you know, it's like there isn't a huge amount of depth there. I mean, there's a little bit. It plays into your item system and all that sort of stuff, and I think it's a really solid system, a really solid foundation. But I don't think it's reached the limit of its potential yet.
Fair. I think this next request is extremely fair, and I don't think it really changes the game a lot, but is a huge quality of life. We have to stop to pick up and look at our gear. We have to run over our potions. We have to click on all the shards and keys. Please let our pets just pick up gold. Running over the 200 stacks of 3 gold, it's horrible. Listen to this.
Can we have pets auto pick up gold or any sort of auto pick up gold? It's tedious to run over gold piles scattered about.
Yes.
We don't have any plans for this at the moment. It's not completely off the table. The one thing that I will say, it's not coming in season 2, I'll tell you that for sure. The one thing that I also always like to pair with this question is that if we ever were to do this, every single account would automatically be granted a pet with the same capabilities at very base minimum. So every account would get a free pet no matter what if we ever did this. We don't currently have plans to do this, but yeah.
I just want to say, I think this is an easy slam dunk. It's a layup for EHG. 1, everybody is happy because you get a new quality of life. And 2, from a marketing perspective, you can literally go on Steam. With every purchase, you get this free pet. So it's like a bonus for purchasing the game, and we're all happy. Just do it. The next question that I asked was, will we get new Twitch drops for season 2? And Mike's like, oh, I have no idea. Then someone from EHG confirmed this.
Oh, confirmed. Yes, we will have new Twitch drops. Wonderful. That was quick. Thanks, Kane. Yes, we will have new Twitch drops for the start of season 2.
Woohoo! Improved visuals.
There'd be a graphical update. I mean, as far as like an overhaul to the graphics, we're not planning anything major. As far as like, you know, adding new VFX, like redoing old VFX, polishing up some that are existing that aren't quite good enough. You know, adding new animations, polishing existing animations, replacing some that aren't as good. You know, like cleanse, love it. There's tons of stuff we're doing to make the game look better, all across the board. Whether it's in, you know, like cosmetics or just new base items or new VFX or, you know, like new animations. There's all these things that we're doing to improve the way the game looks and feels. And I don't think there's not like a new season 2 won't come with a new like check every zone side by side screenshot because everything's completely different now type thing that we did. Like we did that in 0.9 dropped, maybe it was 0.91. It was a pretty big graphical update that happened in around there. I think right now there's a lot of little polished things that have a really big impact on the graphical quality overall right now.
I would concur. New skill and update for Lich/Necromancer.
Game, are there any other classes getting love besides Sentinel? Oh yeah. There's a new skill coming on another mastery that I'm very excited to play with. Some are missing skills. Necromancer hasn't had an update in a while, for example. Necromancer Lich will be getting much more focus in Season 3 than in Season 2.
I have clipped Mike saying this because he says it again later in the stream, so I can hold EHG accountable to making sure Necro gets love in Season 3, because it's been a while. I know, Lich needs way more love, but honestly, both of them need a lot. Mike talks UI scaling.
Will we be able to adjust the ground item label height in the future? Kinda. I know you said it wasn't possible in the past, but maybe it was changed since. I believe you said specifically that they all need to be the same height. Yes, but even be able to change that would be a big win. Yeah. Okay. So we're adding in UI scaling to the game that is adjustable UI scaling. So you will be able to change the size of the loot labels on the ground, but they will be a universal size change, not a per item change. And it's not just height; it's also width. So it's you can make everything bigger or everything smaller, but you can't make specific things bigger or specific things smaller. And it's not height or width; it's both. So it's just a straight scaling that can happen to all of the UI. Yeah, and there's like tiny, small, medium, big, giant. I don't know all the tiers, but there's a bunch of them.
It's a big scale. Updates to Spires.
Oh, the Spires in Monolith be tuned so they won't be targeting you as much. We are changing the way Spires work.
What?
They'll still target you just as much. And that's super misleading. Spires are more fun to interact with now.
Spire refresh inbound. Skill changes.
The new form of aura-like skills for Paladin, like Smite, for example, is getting a buff or anything like that for other characters. Sigils of Hope. The skill formerly known as Sigils of Hope is getting some changes that does have some aura-like properties to it in certain situations. There's a few other things too.
The skill formerly known of Sigils of Hope. Give me my loot.
Will there be a way to go back to the area where the dungeon boss area is after you killed the boss, but the boss kills you? Like a simultaneous death. We do have some stuff along the lines. I don't know about that exact situation. If you kill each other, what happens? I don't know what happens when you kill each other in that situation. We do have functionality for boss fights, especially in dungeons, to enable better learning of the fights and retries faster and things like that. So there's improvements there coming that'll be really, really welcome. I don't know what happens if you simultaneously kill each other. I think you probably have to redo the fight still. But you get back into that fight way faster than before.
There it is. All right, everyone, we have come to the final question for Dev Chat 161 Part 2. And again, if you missed Part 1, I will link it at the end of the video and in the description. It shows off all the visual teasers, which there were 5 of from this stream. Mike, thank you for your Friday live streams. The community truly appreciates it. We definitely missed you the last couple of weeks. This final question is around procedural generation. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I've earned it. Check out the Discord. We're the unofficial voice chat for Last Epoch. We do community nights, game nights, All of our treasure hunts. We do a game giveaway every 2 weeks for just being a member of the community, approaching 4,500 members. I'm done. I'm going to let Mike take out the video with this final question. Enjoy.
Will we see procedurally generated maps in Season 2? If yes, what all does it affect? Details surrounding this will be revealed hopefully soon. We are working on procedurally generated content. It's not going to be everywhere at first, but it is really great to see. All right, can you please add some sort of Grim Dawn-like devotion shrines? But in your game, they are god favors that grants you passives and other class benefits. Would be amazing ad. I mean, it sounds cool. I don't see why not. Drop it in the suggestion stuff, and there's a chance it gets added. Is static going to be focused on discharge, or are there going to be ways to encourage the player to keep the charge going? I mean, both. We definitely have new stuff coming down the pipe for post-season 2 stuff for both sides of that. Has the animation for shield throw changed to make it look more fluid? I don't know. I haven't seen a new shield throw animation. That doesn't mean there isn't one. Are there any mage spells fitting to be convertible into melee? Spellblade could use more options, especially lightning. Yeah, there's lightning melee is a bit of a gap for Spellblade right now. I don't think there's any that we've got plans for conversion from spell to melee.